The first of two ground umbilicals will retract from the side of the vehicle at about the T-minus 35-second mark.
Hey guys, Button 25
That will initiate auto sequence start.
With Luca Parmitano, Alexander Skvortsov.
T-minus 50 seconds.
To the International Space Station.
Vehicle to internal tower, ground
there we go,
first of the two umbilicals now retracting.
We are ready for the launch.
Now we're waiting for the second umbilical to retract.
T-minus 30 seconds.
Shortly after which when the second umbilical retracts, basically almost immediately the engines are going to ignite, or at least very shortly afterwards the engines are igniting, because the Soyuz has a really long ramp-up time.
The second umbilical now retracting, initiating auto sequence start. We have main engine ignition, engines and turbo pumps up to flight speed. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Engine turbo pump.
And liftoff.
Soyuz. 50 years after a small step for man, the Soyuz rocket and its multinational crew take a giant leap off the launch pad, bound for the International Space Station.
Okay, that's just the camera having issues. The Soyuz is fine.
But
yeah, this is basically
good first stage performance. The Soyuz delivering 930,000 pounds of thrust from its 4 boosters and single engine. The nighttime sky is creating a halo-like effect as the Soyuz arcs to the northeast away from the Baikonur Cosmodrome in pursuit of the International Space Station.
Running small little engines.
40 seconds. The spacecraft, the vehicle are nominal and they're stable. Copy.
Good reports from the blockhouse in Baikonur, punching a hole through the clouds overhead.
I mean, yeah, that's a proper punching. When they say punching a hole in the clouds, they're not exaggerating. That punched a hole right through it.
Good engine performance being reported.
60 seconds in. Yaw, pitch, roll are nominal. Copy.
1 minute, 10 seconds into the flight.
Feeling well.
So I'm so used to hearing
Alexander Skvortsov reports the crew is feeling well.
Let's check on the next launch stack.
Now going through the period of maximum dynamic pressure, leaving a contrail.
It's always when it's at around transonic max.
The Soyuz traveling almost 3,000 miles an hour, 15 miles in altitude, 10 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
Start to spread out. And then again, I don't know how visible that is actually from the ground.
1 minute, 45 seconds after launch. All structural parameters reported to be in excellent shape. A good view inside MS-13. Alexander Skvortsov at the bottom of your screen. At the top of your screen, Luca Parmitano as we stand by for first stage separation.
Yes, the jettison is confirmed.
First stage separation confirmed.
Confirmed. Third stage separation is confirmed. Affirmative. The vehicle is stable. Copy.
The Soyuz now traveling 4,500 miles an hour, 29 miles in altitude, 29 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. 2.5 minutes into the flight. All structural parameters reported to be in excellent shape. Second stage performance reported nominal.
So the next launch is going to be on Monday.
The launch shroud has now been jettisoned, and now we're seeing a view from a camera on the second stage of the Soyuz rocket. We will no longer see in-cabin views. That external camera activated by Alexander Skvortsov from a button on his control panel.
What's this?
But a great view looking down the Soyuz booster. Again, this view from a second stage camera on the Soyuz rocket. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight, everything proceeding normally.
Mate, that's clearly actually on the Soyuz, because that's the Soyuz, the solar panels there. That's the mounting ring. Like that, or whatever you call it, the outer bit of the Soyuz is attached.
120 seconds. The second stage engines are operating nominally, and everything is nominal on board. We're feeling well.
Normally.
— 220 seconds. The flight is nominal. Copy. Everything is nominal on board.
4 minutes into the flight, almost halfway through powered flight, as the Soyuz MS-13 and its trio of crew continues its flight uphill, and the beginning of a 6-hour journey to the International Space Station. A spectacular view from a second stage camera on the Soyuz booster.
You see the little wobbles.
The Soyuz traveling 8,500 miles an hour, 91 miles in altitude, 248 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
Copy. Everything is nominal on board.
Some interesting glitches there with the camera.
Second stage separation is confirmed.
And you see the aft skirt from the second stage separating. Second stage separation is complete, continuing to receive downlink video from the Soyuz booster at the 5-minute, 15-second mark into the flight. 3.5 minutes of powered flight remaining. The Soyuz being powered on the singular capability of its third stage engine. All parameters are reported in excellent shape.
Everything is nominal on board. We are feeling well.
There was, I believe Chris Hadfield wrote this in his autobiography. That,
330 seconds in,
quite
the
shortly
third
before he
stage
went up,
engines are
there was
operating
a
nominally.
progress where the third stage.
The Soyuz now traveling over 10,000 miles an hour, 111 miles in altitude, 417 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
250 seconds, the flight is nominal.
And by the way, at the time of third stage shutdown and orbital insertion, the ISS will be flying over the far eastern coast of Russia near the Sea of Japan, almost 2,500 statute miles ahead of the Soyuz as it begins its chase to catch up to the station in earnest. 6 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight, 2.5 minutes of powered flight remaining.
Right. Because the way they separate the upper stage, they open a valve that basically just vents the oxygen tank, which pushes the vehicle away.
290 seconds, the launch vehicle parameters are nominal. Copy all, everything is nominal on board, the crew is feeling well. All the parameters are nominal.
As you can hear, Alexander Skvortsov continuing to provide progress reports to the Launch Control Center in Baikonur. At the time of third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation, control of the Soyuz's flight to the International Space Station will be reverted back to the flight control team at the Russian Mission Control Center in Korolyov on the outskirts of Moscow. 7 minutes, 15 seconds into the flight, the Soyuz traveling 13,200 miles an hour, 124 miles in altitude, 715 miles downrange from the Baikonur Cosmodrome.
440 seconds in, the vehicle is stable.
Oh, you're looking at the moment.
Copy. Everything is nominal here.
Good reports continue to be received back from the blockhouse in Baikonur. Good structural parameters. The third stage engine continues to burn as advertised as we approach the 8-minute mark into the flight.
470 seconds in, third stage engines are operating nominally. Copy all, everything is nominal on board, we are feeling well. 490 seconds. The vehicle is stable. Copy all. Everything is nominal here. We are feeling well.
8.5 minutes into the flight, about 15 seconds away from third stage shutdown and spacecraft separation.
Now, interested to see if...
Your pitch roll are nominal. Copy.
That's
we are
interesting
standing by for KO,
effects, shall
and
we
everything
say.
is nominal on board.
One more spark. Boom. Cut off. and separation. And you can see that's the
And
oxygen
we have
vent
third
there.
stage shutdown and separation.
Third stage separation is confirmed. Congratulations on the nominal orbital insertion. Mission
if we can
Control
see these
Moscow
solar
is
panels
here.
come out.
Vyacheslav is here.
Yep, there they go.
Congratulations again.
Boom.
Copy all. Thank you very much.
And you
Those
can see the
extended
Soyuz
far
solar
quicker than
arrays
I was
beginning to
expecting. Jesus
unfurl
Christ,
as
Russia.
planned.
Josie, Mission Control Moscow, how copy?
Слышу хорошо.
Loud and clear, how us?
Jesus.
Loud and clear
They
as
said it
well.
so quickly, the Soyuz is actually starting
And
to
we
work.
have confirmation of a perfect solar array deploy. All navigational antennas have also been deployed. A textbook
are
launch for
huge, and
Soyuz
it's gonna
MS-13, 3 new space
Whoops.
explorers en route to the International Space Station, 50 years to the day that Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin
Okay,
landed on the
The
moon.
explosive bolts, I wasn't expecting to be so clearly able to see the sparks at all. That was pretty cool.
Okay, we are on page 35.
Says
please
that was
perform
on
all those
Soyuz
steps.
MS-13.
And
Goodbye.
we